Hey folks! A while ago I posted a video about an exhibit of ancient Egyptian artifacts on the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts here in Richmond. I went to see the exhibit one more time before it goes away, and after that it occurred to me that the place the exhibit is about, the sunken city of Thonis-Heracleion, can be visited in the game Assassin's Creed Origins. So let's fire up the game and take a look around and see what they got right and what they took artistic liberties with. Where was I last now in this game? Here we go. Oh, we're in Memphis, right in front of the Temple of Ptah. And let me show you, there is a really cool visual inside this temple. First, right out of the bat, here's a thing that Ubisoft got very wrong with this game. Go to the photo mode, and it's the obelisks. Ancient Egyptian obelisks were not segmented like this. They were one piece of rock, and they didn't have these horizontal divisions in them. And I never heard of any big one being made of black granite. If you know of any, let me know. But they were originally made of the pink S1 granite. So yeah, this is wrong. Another thing that I noticed, since we are here, this cartouche that shows up. Let me go to this one, this other one here. Go to this one that there's light on it. This is the cartouche. It says Menkaper Ra. It's the cartouche of Thutmose III, and it's on almost every statue around here, so they just copy and pasted that cartouche with that name. But anyway, let's take a quick look inside here, the Temple of Ptah. Just want to show a really cool visual. And you might notice that I am wearing the Sekhmet costume. I figured that if I'm gonna go around murdering people, might as well do it in the guise of Sekhmet. But I'm not going to murder anybody here right now, I'm not going to assassinate anyone. But here it is. Look at this magnificent view of the Apis bull. When you enter the Temple of Ptah and you go straight to the Apis bull, that is such a beautiful view. And the statue, it's imposing. Look at that. That is such a nice thing. This is such a pretty game, aside from all the murdering. Alright, so, these are accurate obelisks. Let's take a closer look at them. These are actually accurate, okay? It's not segmented like those. They are still of black granite, and I have never seen one in black granite. Show me if you know of one, please. I would love to see it. But, yeah. Alright, let's go to what we came here for, which is the city of Thonis-Heracleion. And that would be in the north. Here we are, the Herakleon. And let's teleport right here. What is it, Ash? Is it hug o'clock? I have to hug the cat. There. Here he is, making his appearance for the camera. Okay, there you go. Now back to where we were. Here we are, the mighty city of Thonis-Heracleion. This was a city that had a double name. The ancient Egyptians knew it as Thonis, and the Greeks knew it as Herakleion. And it was known by both names, interchangeably or together. So yes, let's go into the bird, let's go in Senu and take a look around, flying around the city. So this would be the big temple that they had, which would be, at this time, the temple of Amun-Gereb. But it started out as a sanctuary for Khonsu, and it became a center of cult for many different deities, and pilgrims would come this way looking for miraculous cures. Also, many pharaohs had to come here to be crowned, or as part of their whole coronation tour. There's something interesting about this temple, is that it faces north. Most ancient Egyptian temples would face east, and this one faces north for some reason. So yes, this would be the main temple. There I believe it's like the Greek quarter. And this way is more of an Egyptian quarter, where we have the mud brick houses. Let's take a look at the city there. Let's go a little quicker. There we go. That's a cute little Egyptian city with its mud brick buildings. And there are some more Hellenistic buildings also that the Greeks would have built, and some triremes. A problem with the triremes in this game that has been pointed out before. They don't have the oars. Triremes should have 3 rows of oars, and they don't have the oars. So, what gives, Ubisoft? Anyway, let's go in there in person. Let's take a closer look. So the city of Thonis, let's go for a swim. The city of Thonis was founded around the 12th century BC. And it was pretty much for a long time the foremost port of entry into the Nile Delta, into ancient Egypt, until Alexandria took over. And the city eventually would sink into the sea because it was built on very unstable ground. Through the entirety of the city's history, they kept patching it up and supporting it and trying to rebuild it. But around the 8th century, it was completely gone. And that's 2,000 years. So that's a long time for a city to last. And these are statues of Amun. So they got correct, this one. This is a temple of Amun, and they got statues of Amun in it. So that's a good one. You did it right, Ubisoft. Let's take a look around. Let's go for the front entrance. See, and I like there is construction equipment. Looks like they're doing repairs to the place. And that the ground here, it's very muddy. So I think that would be a problem they would have constantly with this location, that it was always trying to sink and they always had to do repairs. This is a seismic active area, and they would have earthquakes. And if you know anything about earthquakes, when it shakes the ground and it's muddy ground, basically it turns into liquid ground and your structures sink into the ground. But there it is, the mighty temple of Amun-Gereb. That's a statue of Amun sitting down, and those 2 flanking statues there are of Isis. Some sphinxes, ram sphinxes. I don't know if you'd call the ram sphinxes cryosphinx. The cryosphinx usually it has the head of a ram and the body of a lion. So we're now in the temple of Khonsu, which would have been the original sanctuary in this area. And there is a statue of Sekhmet here, who is not Khonsu, as you might be able to tell. And why, Ubisoft? Why? You could just put a statue of Amun if you wanted here, because at this time was the temple of Amun, so you could have just put a statue of Amun. But no, they put Sekhmet instead. This would be a naos. If you go to the ancient Egyptian Sunken cities exhibit, and you saw all the naos there, this one is a little bit big. They did make them this big. There are examples of big ones. But you see them at the exhibit, and it's quite remarkable. They're carved out of solid granite. So let's take a look around the temple. This side of the temple is where they found the stele of Thonis-Heracleion, one of my favorite things ever from that exhibit. And I don't think they put it here in the game, which is a wasted opportunity. They could have put these Easter eggs for the people who know about this stuff. I think it would have been cool, but they didn't. Yeah, it's not in this area. One thing about this game that first got me excited when I saw it is like, oh, these are real hieroglyphics. They are using real hieroglyphics there. And I tried reading them, and they are a little out of place. They're contextual. These are religious texts. We can go there. We can go with that. But they aren't necessarily stuff you'd find in the temple. Here, case in point. This here is a scene from the Book of the Dead. This is the weighting of the heart in the scales of Maat. And you would not find it in a temple column like this. At least I know of no examples. If you know of anyone, let me know, please. I'd love to see it. And yes, this one is straight from the Book of the Dead. It would not be presented like this. It's still pretty. Look at that. Let's take a quick walk through the city area and see. There's a cow. Hi, cow. And people. Lots of people. You can understand some of the things they say, but Ancient Egyptian is a dead language, and we are not entirely sure how it's pronounced. So this is their best guess at how it is. Oh, sorry, woman. But yes, look at this. I'm walking in ancient Egypt. This is amazing. Let's go back to the temple area. Sorry. Sorry. Hey, dog. There's a dog. This looks like a canal that would feed the sacred lake. Most Egyptian temples had a sacred lake where the priesthood, they would wash and they would practice ritual cleansing and all that stuff. Yeah, this would be the sacred lake. It's not very impressive, I know, but this is not Karnak. This is just a Mungered. Let's see what comes this way. Yeah, there's people doing repair work. So this was probably after an earthquake. And oh, there's a neat shrine there. Let's go see what is in that shrine. Oh, it's another big ram. The ram was one of the incarnations of the god Amun, so it is appropriate. Let's see whose statue is this, because they actually have the names there. And this would be Usermatra Setependra. This is Ramses II, a statue of him. So that below there would be Nefertari. And I'm gonna catch fire if I stand it. Oh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. This is bad. This is bad. Roll, roll, roll. There we go. Now I'm a little bit crispy, but I'm okay. So yeah, let's go to the aerial view again. And there we have it, the big temple. That would be the Hellenistic quarter, where with the Greek houses. And I hear there's a brothel there too. And this is the Egyptian side. Yeah, considering that we haven't excavated the entirety of the place yet, and there is still much to find, and the game will take artistic liberties, they have to make it a game after all, they're not making a documentary. This game has a museum mode that you can go into and just visit the places, and they have all the explanations as you'd expect in a museum. So you might want to check it out. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here then this visit to the city of Thonis-Heracleion, Assassin's Creed Origins. So if you like this kind of video, let me know in the comment. If you didn't like this kind of video, let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions, any comments, leave them below, please. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.